Welcome, listeners, to another episode of Day to Day with Daidrien. My job is to push your boundaries of thinking and challenge your assumptions and ignite your curiosity. If you're looking for a fresh perspective on the world, you're in the right place. Get ready to expand your mind because this podcast has no limits to what we can explore. Welcome, listeners, to another episode of Day to Day with Daidrien. Today, I have a special guest. Not only is he a personal trainer and a youth coach, he is a life coach. Mr. DeCarlos, how you doing, man?
Man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Absolutely,
you for bringing
man.
me on the podcast, man. It's truly a great opportunity. I appreciate you.
All the time, man. It's a great place for men to escape their thoughts, and it's one of the reasons why I started this platform. And I know what it means to have somewhere for your thoughts to go, and I know what that feels like. And many men don't have that outlet,
Yeah,
right? So if I can bring as many people on here as I can to share our lived experiences to help the next person, that's what I'm here for.
Hey, I love that, bro.
That's what I'm here for. How you doing over there, Unc?
I'm good, man. You know, making it every day.
Man, my boy came in here looking fly as ever, man. Fly as ever.
I'm saying, man, the style just keeps progressively getting better, man. I love to see it.
Man, y'all can't be coming up on here looking like this, man. I look like I'm over here going out to a party or something. Y'all over here looking like business professionals, man.
Hey, it's all part of the game, man. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Man, so to be honest with you, personal training was never in my field of view at all.
Oh.
I was a football player. Man, I went to Tasita High School, played running back for 3 years. Went to University of Lafayette. I was too far from home, to be honest with you. Lafayette's in Louisiana.
Okay.
Food's good, though.
Shout out to Louisiana.
Food's good. Yeah, shout out to Louisiana, man. But, man, to be honest, man, I was too far from home. I'm a granny's baby.
Mm-hmm.
I was far from my granny, man, and it was challenging, especially without a car at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually had to drop out of school, honestly. Yeah.
High school or
college?
College,
yes. So I had to drop out of college, man, to get me a car. So I dropped out of college right before finals, actually, of my freshman year. I went to go work with my brother in San Antonio for Caterpillar.
Mm-hmm.
It's a manufacturing company.
Yeah, I know the company. I used to work for a company that we did business for them, and I did all their invoices.
Ah, really? Yeah, man. So it was a great opportunity to me for learn and actually escape the party life, and always getting into things with football and all that, busy schedule. So it was really a big change for me. Once I got a car, man, I was like, man, I need to go back to school.
Yeah.
So I went to University of Houston Baptist. It's right here in Houston. Play football there, and it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
COVID happened.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So it's like, man, is football really for me? Like right now, like, dang.
So what made you go to the? Is it
Houston Baptist?
Houston Baptist. What made you?
So I have a family friend. He was a coach there, and he was like, man, you know what you should do is get yourself ready, and come play. And I was like, man, this is an opportunity, man. I could do what I want to do, And it's crazy, man. I really thank God for this. But right before COVID hit, man, I was struggling. Like I was struggling, like mentally, physically, and financially.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Just because, you have to do all these things, you have to earn a scholarship and all these things. And I was like, man, you know what? Maybe I need to take a break again.
Out of all those pillars, which one was the hardest to overcome for you?
I would say all these years that you play a sport, man, you have these dreams and you already know the percentages of making it big. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, some people make it through all these struggles and some people don't.
Yeah.
Like that's the hard truth about playing sports is like there's only a 10% chance you can make it.
Yeah.
I think that was the hardest thing for me. But then again, I was like, man, there's more to myself.
Absolutely.
So when right before COVID, like I say, I just told my coach, man, where do you want me to be? Where can I contribute to the team as much as I can? And he just gave me like a bland answer. And from there, I just prayed about it. I just prayed. And that just one day I was just like, man, you know what? I need to get a job. So I ended up telling the coach, man, thank you for the opportunity. But I need to focus on myself and I just need a break.
How was your relationship with God already close before times in your life got hard?
So my papa, he passed away when I was 12 years old. He was a pastor. So I grew up in a church home. I would say yes, I've always known of God. I know, like spiritually, I was equipped in a sense.
Okay.
Just like him giving me the message of, man, you need to actually do something with your life right now.
Gotcha.
Like right now. So it was a week
Mhm.
before COVID hit and they all sent everybody off from school. Sent
That's
everybody
crazy.
home. A week. I had got a job in a warehouse, man. I had went to go start working out with my trainer that got me ready for college football. And from there, man, life just took off, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes. There were some challenging times in the sense.
That's what I was gonna ask you. What, like, along that journey, what's some of the most challenging things you had to encounter that made you a better person to this day? You know what I'm saying? To meet every aspect of your life in the future.
To be honest, man, a bad breakup.
A breakup.
Bad breakup, man.
You know, it's that trauma.
It's that trauma,
That
man.
trauma you think,
honestly, right? Bad
Tell
breakup,
'em.
man. I'm telling you. So, the girl that I was dating at the time, she was there for me, supporting me, everything. But when we broke up, man, I started looking in the mirror. I was like, man, is this who you are?
That's what it takes.
You know, it's like, is this who she was with before all these things happened, or is this who you are now?
How long were you with her?
Man, from freshman year of college, she was a senior. So I knew her since I was a senior and she was a junior. We dated all throughout her senior year and we broke up the end of COVID. So around August of COVID, man, it was like 2020, August, man, and she ended up moving from state to another state, bro. Yeah, it was crazy. I lost it.
I know a little bit about that, man. When that happens, and that trauma either gonna force you to better yourself,
right,
or you're gonna succumb to your environment,
bro.
Right,
man.
And I was talking to Aunt the other day, and I was like, man, because we went to this we was out in the woodlands handling some business, and there was this event going on. I think it was
Aspire.
Oh, I heard of that.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I said, hey, do you really think that these people are being led in the right direction? And I was like, he quit. Nope. Nope.
You know how Unc is, man. He gonna give it to you right now, right then. Hey, man. Yeah, man, I would say, man, that breakup really challenged me as a young man. I was like only 20.
Yeah.
At the time.
This is your first real breakup?
Man, probably my first real relationship too.
Ooh.
Like one of the ones like you're making sacrifices day in, day out. She's making sacrifices.
So around the time that for everybody who don't know, me and the Carlos met at the gym a while back.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, about a year ago. One or two, it had to be about
almost
1 or 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years now, honestly.
Because a year went by.
Yeah, a year
You know what I'm
went
saying?
by
I
and I
ain't
found
see you
you,
because I came back to the gym. I was working there and then I left and came back.
Right.
I remember that because I used to get off work, come up there, and used to be up there training with somebody. So around that time, 2 years ago, close to that time, you was still going through what you're talking about now.
Yeah. I would say I was kind of getting through. I was getting through that part of my life. Being an entrepreneur was my biggest challenge. That was my next challenge.
Yeah.
From working under a gym, from the place that I actually learned everything. The trainer that trained me for sports and everything, he took me under his wing, and I appreciate him for that, man. Shout out to him, man. I still appreciate you.
Sometimes it take a person to see something in you.
Yes.
To be like,
yes. Shout out to him, man.
Like, hey, tell him, Aunt.
Hey,
shout out to him, man.
Like, I worked at Lifetime too, so I was there. I've been in food and beverage for years. You know what I'm saying? And they, the politics of Lifetime.
Oh yeah, trust me, man.
It looked good on the front end, but it's bad on the back end.
Man, man.
So they transferred me over to another store, to another store, the Kingwood store, which was a blessing in the disguise because
Honestly.
as soon as I got there, my tenure I was already just mentally setting myself up because I was creating my business that I have right now.
Right.
And I was doing that on the side and focusing in and lasering in. And then one day I saw Daidrien walk in. And I was like,
something about his
something
aura,
about
man.
him, man. I
Yeah,
was like,
something about his
why?
aura, man. He's, you see him, he's like, man, nah, man.
Yeah, man. And
Bro, what's up? Like it was just like, what's up, bro? Like, how you doing, dog? Like, how are
Yeah.
you feeling today, man? What you working out on? And it's just like,
Bro, it was the conversation that we had was about credit and things like this. But when I saw his face light up, and I was like, he understands.
yeah, I think that's what it was too for me. We were talking about girls, honestly.
Yeah.
You remember that,
Yeah,
man?
I remember,
we were
bro.
talking about girls,
I
man.
remember.
And it was like, Daidrien, bro, you got a good head on your shoulders, bro. You remind me of myself, and you don't really get young men like that.
Yeah.
You talk about girls and they're like, ha ha ha, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
It was different.
I'm past that.
It was different.
So when I had that conversation with Daidrien, bro, it was like, bro, you get it. Like, you get what I get.
Yeah.
You're on the same page.
You know what brought that conversation up? There was we ain't gonna say a name, but
Yeah,
it was a girl that you were training.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I actually had a crush on her.
Really? What? Oh
I ain't never say nothing.
Really?
I ain't never say
So
nothing.
she was always going to that gym.
Well, I only seen her when I started running into you, and then after y'all disappeared, I ain't never seen her again.
Yeah. Actually,
like-
bro, she's at Crunch.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's at Crunch.
You're lying.
I'm not
I
lying,
ain't
bro. And
seen
she looks good, bro.
Yeah, I mean-
I'm happy that what I trained her for and how long I trained her, man, she took that and ran with it. I'm so proud of her, bro.
Yeah.
Don't run into her at the gym. All
I
right, just saying it, bro. Don't run into her at
Man,
the gym.
it was crazy though
You
because
gonna
I
run
was just
into her.
because I might not. I go there too early now, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you all of these, but she goes in the evening. Bro.
Yeah, because like I know me, like I got so much to do, and I
feel you
used to
on
when
that.
I was going through what I was going through. I used to go to the gym at like 10, 11 at night, and then I go home and I go back to work and I be in classes all the way to like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, bro, he was trying to stay busy, man.
Talk about sleepless nights.
Right.
Talk about sleepless nights to do it all over again in the
I feel
morning.
you.
And I used to sometimes sleep till 2 in the afternoon the next
just
day.
to get right.
You know, I couldn't get up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But I have found it. I found it, and then I had joined a mentorship on business because when that happened to me, when life hit me like that, then I had to find a new path, and then that's when entrepreneurship, I want to say, chose me.
Same. Because I was like, man, I'm gonna just be one of the live life. Football. Then boom. It's like
it changed.
It
hits
changed
you,
you,
bro.
yeah. And I look at my phone and I see, Jason going live with somebody I was currently following already, and I'm like, how they know each other? So then I got interested and I joined the live, and they were talking about the mentorship and business. So I joined the mentorship, and once I joined the mentorship, it was up from there.
Yeah, man. I think honestly, if it wasn't for this man, and he still has his gym now, I wish him the best of luck. But if it wasn't for him, man, I don't know where I would be right now, honestly. Just even that uplift that he gave me, what he saw in me, it really, really struck me as in, man, you can be better. You can be better.
Yes.
And I would say even our relationship is not how it should be on both ends, man. We both have our faults and things like that. But I don't think I would have ever elevated to where I am now if we didn't part ways.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes that.
It takes, and honestly, man, I didn't think I was ever gonna leave him. Like I was ever gonna leave his gym. Ever. So many people was leaving the gym, man. It was crazy. And I was like, man,
So
that ain't gonna be me.
is that what kind of got you on a journey of becoming a life coach?
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Man, so really, man, my granny kind of started that. She always took people in, always fed people. always just pouring her heart out to everybody else, you know. And me, man, I was like, man, I think I took on that trait, man. So I have a couple of kids that I mentor. One is like 10, one is 17, one is 18, you know, and the reason why I do it, bro, is sometimes we can have parents in our life or parents not in our life.
Yeah.
But we respond differently to somebody that relates to us.
Absolutely.
You know, and sometimes it's also a challenge when we relate to people so well.
Do you think that, and this reminded me of a question that I had wrote down a while back. Do you think that people are more afraid of being understood than misunderstood? Or do you think people are more afraid of being understood than misunderstood?
That's a good one,
That's a good
man.
question, because I know if somebody really understands, you, right, you're going to be afraid to lose this person.
Yeah.
Or
I've been that.
or
I've
you're
been there.
or you're not going to know how you would react if that person was to leave. And this is where the trust issues come from. You see, I think that people, when they have trust issues, I don't think it's with that person, because we all know growing up taught not to trust anybody, but they don't trust how they're going to react if that person did what they thought or deemed to be, bad to them.
Man, I would say it's all in the mindset.
Okay.
I would say, and not even that, man. When people go misunderstood or understood, I would say it's all about your emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Where are you at right now? Not saying where you at, but where are you at here and here?
So emotional intelligence isn't something that's taught,
No.
right? And
Experience.
you're gonna either have two options: either experience, and the experience is gonna break you to the point to where men become the men they are now. Not well, most of them become hateful and bitter, right? And
Numb.
think revenge. Or you
Right.
have the other person that, the other way you can learn about emotional intelligence is having a life coach, somebody older, to share, like, hey, listen, these are the signs to pay attention to. And you see, men don't have that, right?
No.
So you have these people who don't understand emotional intelligence, and you have, women who, they say they communicate, but when they communicate, doesn't mean they clearly communicate.
Yeah, man.
They
I would
use-
say
I would take this. They use what they call a nonverbal communication
yes.
a lot.
Yes, they do.
So the communication of body language. So things like that, when you deal with women, they once you're with them, that you're supposed to know.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Never.
You know-
Hey, look, never. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all this now. Don't listen to that. I would
Yeah.
say for me, and just in this right here, with women, we have to step up
Yeah.
and say, hey, you're not communicating with me.
You got to communicate.
I'm trying to be on your level. Mostly, we study our women before our women study us.
Correct.
That is correct.
And so we know more about our woman than she thinks we know.
Absolutely.
Before I was trying to get you, I was trying to figure you out. I was trying to figure you out.
I cannot stress that enough.
You know what I'm saying?
A whole year went by.
Hey, same.
Before
Same.
I even said a word to you.
I was studying you, girl. What you wearing? How you dress? How your hair is? Do you take care of your nails? Do you have nice shoes here and there? Do you know how to be comfortable?
Yes.
Do you know how to be comfortable? Or are you always doing these things to make yourself seem like you're comfortable?
Hey, so this is the thing that, just like me and D always see me be a superhero, and sometimes,
right?
Like last week, a certain situation happened where I saw an older black lady be kind of rude to some Hispanic women. But my approach, as me being a black person, when I went to them, it looked as if I was going to do something to them, but I was like, no. I said, hey, I put my book sack here. If y'all done with y'all workout, y'all can go complete your workout. But in their mind, it looked like I was going to do something to me. But this is where the emotional intelligence came in, because I was like, okay, I'm tired of being the angry black man.
Right.
We gotta
right.
like I'm trying to help y'all, and y'all looking at me in a sense of fear, and I'm not trying to do anything to you. So when it comes to that, I always, I try to find an outlet or do something to write something to get that bad energy out of me, because it like people don't get how much that men go through, and then to put on top of it black men. Oh my God.
Hey, one thing I noticed you do be doing though, when stuff like that happen, you do always redirect that energy to something positive. As far as like what I realize 100%. Is, and what I'm gonna start doing too at the same time, like that happened, so he went to go help somebody else, right? He went to go redirect that energy, but that take years and years
experience and
to have somebody to be like no, or do this or do that, to guide you in the right direction, which many black men don't have.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying?
That's something we struggle with, bro.
That's why I created this platform, and if men need guidance, reach out. If fellas, you have a question about something, reach out.
Hit the comments, bro.
Hit the comment, because that's what we're here for. We're building this community to help each other.
Honestly,
and I can't do it alone.
We
and a lot of men
can't do it alone for sure.
Yeah,
it's this quote, man. I'm sorry, bro, but it's this quote. It says, "Alone we could do so little. Together we can do so much."
Yep.
And
that reminds me of the quote I say all the time, and I commit this to memory. It's like, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Hey, tell them.
Right, but I think many men don't feel like they're comfortable enough to share their thoughts because they think it's gay.
Oh
that's a problem, because it's not gay.
Well, it's a lot of men, and you see us being demasculated, and so we're
all the time.
We don't have a voice for our emotions, because men are told since they're little, hush, be quiet, you gotta take it,
deal with it,
you gotta deal with it, you gotta deal with it, you gotta deal with it.
Man, but I was like, nah, I'm not dealing with stuff all the time, bro.
Something that's different from now than in the past. In the past, men had those outlets. Men had auto body shop. Men had all these things and excursions that they can do to distract their mind. Now society they made it a little bit too safe, and men don't have these outlets. Men don't go out in nature. Men are not working on cars. Men are not on boats. You know what I'm saying? Men are fishing. Men aren't doing the same things they used to do in the past. So men don't have these outlets. Women back then were a lot easier to talk to. And, now look at the men now. What, 60% of us are single? So it's rising. It's insane.
Social media
is a nightmare.
Cell phones, just, in the sense of coming back to your question and being understood and misunderstood.
Yes.
I would say men want to be understood, but the fear of being understood comes with emotional intelligence. When I say that, I mean as in, okay, they might understand you, but they're going to look at you, like you just said,
weird,
different. They're going to look at you like, oh, he's not a man for real, because
he's talking about his problems.
Right. A lot of challenges that we're enduring in this modern day and age is, they want us to talk. They want us to communicate. They want us to speak. We want to know what's on your mind.
But then we do.
But when we do, they take it and twist it and, he's a bitch, or he acting like he's sassy. What you mean? You just asked me to tell you how I feel.
Right.
But see, this is the thing that I saw somebody say on the internet, but when a man gains emotional intelligence, can the woman deal with that emotional intelligence that he has?
It's challenging for them. I would say it is a test. It is a big test for them. Why? Because they're not used to it. They're not used to a man being able to say, hey, look,
I got boundaries.
All right. I want you to love me in a sense of unconditional love. And men aren't loved unconditional.
So do you believe that a woman can love unconditionally if she's not your mother?
Man.
Do you believe it's possible?
I would say it'll take time. She's going to love me conditionally before she loves me unconditionally.
She's gonna love you conditionally. When you have children, her love will come from you and go to the child, and the child will be unloved unconditionally, and you will not.
No. So I would say, man.
So if that's the case, do you think it's worth it for any man to go into a relationship?
Oh Lord.
That is a good question. For me, man, just give you a background, man. I love having a significant other.
Mm-hmm.
I love being able to tell her how my day is going, what's bothering me. I say it is worth it, man. Why I say it's worth it is because we need
companionship.
We need it. We need love, bro.
I tell Daidrien this all the time, and he said, and like I understand him because I've been through my quarrels with it. But if you look at the Chinese zodiac or something like the yin and the yang, it's always darkness and light,
Right?
And it's male and female, but together they join. That's how we are as human beings. We join to create other lives. If we don't
Procreate.
go into procreate, or we don't deal with each other, you're gonna see what we have right now. Social media, propaganda. People want to blame one sex and the other sex. It's both of us.
It's unisex, bro.
It's both
together.
parties that are destroying each party, because all of this stuff is, you're looking at something that's made to make you mad. You're looking at stuff that's made to trigger.
I would say, bro, Daidrien, when you're looking for a significant other, I seen this video actually in social media. Thank you for this one. For the first time. I think it was, I'm not sure, maybe Kevin Hart, or it was a pastor, man. He was doing a podcast and he's like, you want this type of woman. You want a woman that can cook, that can clean, that makes this type of money, that dresses nice. She's a family woman, all these things. All right. I want you to write these things down. Right. So you write all these things down, man. And then you look in the mirror. Are you this person?
Are you that person?
Are you a family man? Can you cook? Can you clean? Like, seriously, like, can you cook and clean, bro?
No, I respect that, because like
half of men can't even wipe they behind the right
way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so like we want these baddies, these these women that can do it all, bro.
But can you handle what comes with that?
But can you handle her being upset with you not doing the dishes? Can you handle that? Can you handle that when you had a long day of work?
So I understand that, and I can, as a man, and I am now, and on the road to becoming a more superior man, I have to put myself in her shoes, and I understand that. Now, if we're both working, then I don't require anything of you, because you put in just as much time as me. So I'm not worried about if I come home there's no food there, or the laundry's not clean. We can do it together.
You're lying to yourself.
I'm serious. If we're both working,
you're lying to yourself, bro. Because there's gonna come a day where you're like, bro, she didn't do the dishes. I just cleaned. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't communicate how you want your relationship to be, whether or not the dishes are done or not, bruh, you're in trouble.
It's going to be a problem.
You're in trouble.
He's telling the truth.
Here's the thing.
I lived that.
Bro, I'm telling you. And I'm not saying this off of just talking. I've experienced it too, bro.
Yeah.
So here's my mindset, when it comes to that. And as I believe the feminine will always be, I want to be careful with my choice of words.
Yeah, you might want to, bro. Hey.
So from the perspective of a masculine, a feminine energy will always be kind of confusing and stressful.
True.
And if my girl, right, his behavior is merely distasteful, or if it's merely distasteful and I can put up with it, rather than it's just blatantly being disrespectful and she's not even trying, I believe, and here's the mindset I have now. I believe that the love that I magnify will realign her behavior that my frustration won't be able to do. And when I say that is, I have to figure out I would have to figure out how to love her when it's times where I would have to magnify my love in times where she frustrates me, because I believe that's going to rely on her behavior, not my frustration, telling her what she should and shouldn't be doing.
You're going to have to, I'm going to tell you this, you're going to have to communicate in the eye of the storm. So.
Absolutely.
Hey, bro,
So
yes.
that, what you're saying is
It's true.
It's true.
But you have to experience it first.
You're going to have to experience it, because like,
if she's there all the time, then I can see what you're saying. But if she's not,
but if you're both working, bro,
even if you're both working, this is what I'm
busy,
saying.
you still gotta kind of talk, because sometimes it's like, all right, I did the dishes, she did the dishes. All right, bro, we're not competing.
right?
No,
We're, you know what I'm saying? We're not competing. And sometimes the frustration just comes from not being able to spend enough time together.
yeah.
So now we're looking at, man.
Yeah, that's called domestic trivia. It's not really the problem that lies about
Right,
being the
and
dishes. It's about something a little bit deeper than that.
And
Yeah, so that's
if you're
why I'm
not
having the
spending time with her,
conversation.
yeah. You
Now
know,
that I can understand that may,
but women are not going to communicate that
Mm.
unless you have built that type of connection with your girl
Mm.
and being able to talk to her about your frustrations without being pissy. Now, it's challenging for us to communicate without raising our voice. It is. I'm not going to lie. You have to learn how to do that, because even if you're not, you know, like me right now, I'm just being passionate, right? I'm passionate about what I say and how I say things. So sometimes they take that into, why are you yelling at me? I'm not yelling. Then you're like, damn, I
So
feel bad.
what if you're dealing with a girl that's non-confrontational with your approach?
I'm going to tell you this. You literally, you have to become her best friend
Before anything.
because
No sex.
nothing.
No sex.
You gotta,
You cannot have sex with a girl you really want to be with, bro.
you gotta stop.
I know, I've been there.
But I'm saying, but were you committed to being her friend?
Yeah. That's why it took, for me, in my process, it took a long time.
A year, bro.
But I mean, I can understand that.
For me, a year. For me, it took me a year. No kissing. No nothing.
Before popping that question, it was a year?
It was a year. It was a year, bro.
Respect.
No kissing, no holding hands, bro. You going on dates with nothing, bro. You nothing.
That's different. Yeah, that's
nothing,
different.
bro. Like going on
Okay.
dates and all right, I'll take you home. Man, one time, man, you meet her at the place. That's how you know you're dealing with a woman for real. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't took her twice, bro. And then it's like, dang, she said she want to meet up with me. What you mean? And it's like, whoa.
But see, what you're doing is so important, because you building a foundation, because marriage is not what people think it is. Those first couple of years, oh, it's gonna be bubbly and all that stuff. But
Man.
those latter years where you be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like you today.
And you gotta be honest with it. And that's a crazy thing.
You gotta be, because
Like
it's gonna
verbally, verbally.
like, man, you're getting on my nerves.
you're getting on my nerves.
Like,
That's
honestly,
why-
I love you though, but
you need to get out boundaries.
I need to have somewhere where I can go. It don't have to be far,
Bruh.
and just be by myself. So like me, bro, I make sure that I go with the boys, bro. There is no obligations. I have to go with my boys, and I would like for you to go with your girls or whoever. We need that time away. I need to be able to miss you, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sure.
In the process of you courting your woman, right? And then when she became your girlfriend, did you ever introduce her to your friends? Or that came later? Because now I'm learning not to commingle those two.
Ooh, no. I would say, man, I grew up with my friends. They're still my friends till this day, going on 15 plus years, bro.
Yeah.
When I bring them around the homies,
It's rules.
that's
Like, because what we do, because men are gonna make this mistake. Men are gonna
they make this mistake because
Men are
they're
gonna-
trying to show off.
Men are gonna
When you really like a girl,
hold on now, because many men, like I said, many men do not have the most experience with the other sex, so they don't know what they're getting themselves into. They can just be, hey, this is my girl, and introduce them, not knowing the consequences that can
Mhm.
follow with this. They don't know, right?
I have a question for you though. When you really like a girl,
Many men do not have the most experience with the other sex, so they don't know what they're getting themselves into. They can just be, hey, this is my girl, and introduce them, not knowing the consequences that can follow with this. They don't know, right?
I have a question for you though. Do you think that women want you to bring them around your friends? Do you think that the woman wants your friends to have a crush on her? Yes or no? And now, let me get into the context of this. Not necessarily, I want to date her or anything, but you showing her off by bringing them around, no matter how you're bringing her around.
You see, I've never believed. Well, okay, what am I? So me, like, I'm not showing you off. I'm oblivious to this, but some men may pick up on. Oh, he's showing. I don't think I am. I'm just showing you.
The
who I'm talking to.
women,
See,
some women think like that.
so okay.
See, that's something that people don't understand, and I'm glad you said that.
I'm telling you this because I actually read up on it.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was actually a book, bro. And it was, I can't even remember the book, bro, but it was like, women like to be around your homies.
They want to be around.
But to see how they react to her.
They doing a loyalty test to your friends. So
right.
if your friends can't be trusted, then you can't be
trusted. And it's like, oh, why don't you bring me around your friends?
Because
I got my own friends. You got your own.
Hey man, I already told you.
I already told you, bro. And it's not to be rude, or it's not to not, you know.
Hey man.
When I know that our relationship is, I'll bring you around the homies.
Yeah.
And my homies will tell you, hey, bro. Now, if then there's another scenario, right? Not even gonna talk about the women. My homies been my homies forever, bro. Like through thick and thin, girlfriends, everything, bro. So if I bring my girl around my homies, and my homies say, bro, I don't know about her, bro, that conflicts my whole idea of my woman, bro. And it's not on purpose, but my homie's been there forever. And I'm not saying I'm a homies, man. Nah. I love my guys.
Their level of discernment is weighed heavier.
But it weighs heavier than, just like for women. They gonna tell their girlfriends about the first date, the second date, how you treated her, did you open the door, all that, bro. And then you meet them. Now this is on you to communicate, hey, I am a man. I am a good man, if you are. But they're always gonna say something.
Here's my mindset when it comes to that. Okay, you telling me this, and not telling me you want to give me any context. It makes me more interested in her, because why? Why is she not the one? Because you like her? Why?
They gonna tell me.
So
they gonna tell me.
So somebody else's vision of what you like I told you about the situation you was in, and I told you what I saw, and
you were probably oblivious to it.
No. He's still the benefit of the doubt superhero.
That's who I used to be, though.
Still defended.
Still defended her.
Still defended. And I told her, I said, no, bro.
And then what happened?
Well,
exactly.
This was after.
This
was months later. This is months after.
But sometimes your friends, like your really good friends, see stuff that you don't see.
Absolutely, because their emotions aren't tied into it.
Yeah,
exactly. And I say I was Captain Save, all the time growing up, and it ended up hurting me in the most way.
I think that's a lot of men, because I think men nurture.
Yeah,
and
we're supposed to provide, protect.
Yeah,
man, we're supposed to do almost everything except for.
So you get into that role. So when you get into that role, and I believe this is how men fall in love. You get into that role of doing for them, because you and your true masculine, and I believe that's being the giver, right, and taking care of her. What you do for her determines how you love her. I don't think a woman can sit up here and do things on her behalf to make me fall in love with her. It's what the things that I can do for you that make me fall in love with you.
Do you think that men fall first and women fall harder?
I think men fall harder.
A man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. A man don't know about that. Like, you will know who you want to marry in the first
2 weeks.
Yeah, you're gonna know. Like
I felt that.
Like that's what and this is one thing that I tell young men, like, y'all, if you ain't got no interest in that girl, don't mislead her. Because
right.
What you're doing, you can be in a relationship with a woman for years, 4 or 5,
and not really years, love her,
and not really love, and don't do that to that woman.
That's what is that? Luminance?
No, that's not luminance. That's just being a
That's like, she's doing this for me, or she helps me suppress things. But then again,
filling the void.
She ends up being a crutch to you.
That's what she is.
She's a crutch. She's a crutch. So like, all right, boom. Let's say a woman cooks, cleans, do everything for you, bro. But you used to cook all the time. You used to meal prep. You used to do all these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just stop.
Like this and is then, the thing.
And then you leave her or something. Something happens. Like you just not with that person no more. And now it's hard for you to clean and cook again. Like for real. Like,
let me ask you a question before we get that far. Do you think it's easier for men and this is something that, you know, I believe is, and this is missed because it goes so unnoticed. Mm-hmm. But do you believe that the men who are more attractive find it harder to get into relationships, just like if it was the other way around for women? Because if that's the case, right, because in my own testimony, right, like you have certain women, and I think they find it so easy to gravitate towards a specific type of man. But a good man with good intentions, right, checks all the boxes, has to work 50 times harder. You see what I'm saying? And I say this because I've learned this recently, that I don't know how this is possible, and I'm still looking into this, but a woman can be in competition with you, and you have her. And do you think that's a judgment that they take upon themselves to make, which is why they don't go for the man who probably can take care of them the most? Everything they're looking for. Because
it's a hard question.
Yeah.
Because like that, because when you think about it, man, like I can see why, and you know, and this I'm gonna make a good point behind this too, but I can see why a lot of men aren't trying to even get that far in the first place, because of what they got to go through.
Yeah, I would say, bro.
And then I came across, you know, and told me this. He was like, man, listen, you gonna hurt a girl even if you don't choose to play the game, because you don't give her the chance. Like I know how I felt when I didn't get the chance.
We talk about this at the gym when I met him, bro.
You know, like I know how I felt when I didn't get the chance. Like, do you think it hurts worse to not get the chance, or actually get her and then be hurt later?
I would say
get her and get hurt later, sir.
Do you think that hurts worse?
Yeah.
Man, I would say when I started becoming a trainer, and shoot, I went after this girl, bro. I went after her.
Like, she just completely shoot you down. Like man, because listen, man, you have so much. Because then you start thinking about,
what am I doing wrong?
What am I doing wrong?
What's wrong with me?
Like, you're a pilot, you're a business owner, you can take care of her.
It ain't nothing
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have all these attributes about yourself, and then you don't even get the chance.
I would say
you don't even get the chance to
I don't think that hurts me as much as actually getting a girl, knowing her, working for her. Shoot, man, she just hit you with it. Even if it is your fault. Like, even if it is your fault, bro, you're like, dang, bro, I done did all this stuff, bro. Like, what?
Put that time in, man.
Put that time in. And you mean to tell me you're gone? What? We can't even work this out?
Yeah.
Even if it's your fault, like, it could be totally your fault, bro.
Or not your fault at all.
That too. But it's still, I think it hurts the man the most. Because
of course.
But I think
it's unconditional.
I think the reason why it hurts the most is because, not even trying to make it sexual, bro, but women have the prize. We can procreate with a woman. We can't procreate with a man. Not even talking like that. But
so you're saying the woman's the prize?
The woman is the prize.
And that's why she gets hurt the most. Or you said
we get hurt the most because we have to get the prize.
And then on the end, somebody taking your prize from
you. Bro, why you like him? Why you like him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's so different about him than me?
I think what hurts is when a woman truly allows and creates a safe space for a man to be a man, and you bring out the inner child. You see what I'm saying? Then it's taken away from you. That hurts.
Or you show your
that hurts.
Vulnerability.
Yeah, and sometimes, man, women are ruthless with that. They are ruthless with that. They do not care after you hurt them or y'all break up. Sometimes it just.
But see, this is the thing about this. I understand where Daidrien is coming from, because it's situations that we go out of the way and we do things for women
They will never understand.
that they'll never understand.
Never understand.
And you know, when you go in there, and I guess whatever you want to call it, shoot your shot, and then you see the woman look at you like you accosted them, but in the whole time, just like when we go to the gym, half of the stuff that they have on is inappropriate wear. You don't have to wear that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Cut it out. You're trying to get attention. And then when we give you the attention, then we perverts, or we doing this?
I would say, man, whatever, man, because me, if I could wear like certain gyms like Alpha Land or whatever, you can wear whatever you want. That is the type of gym that I like. So for me to see a woman wearing, you know, showing her skin, bro, I don't really look at it like that. I would say when I have that conversation with her, if I come up to her and she is approachable, that tells me what type of woman she is.
Here's the thing when it comes to that, and here's just my mindset.
Right.
I believe nothing you can say is going to attract the right woman. Your actions will do that. So I'm not going to approach anybody, you know.
But you're shooting yourself in the foot though, too.
Nah, because
you kind of
okay. So here's the thing: if a woman really wants to talk to you, she doesn't have to cold about approach you. The easiest tactic is if she know because you looking just like she looking, right?
But how do you know that though? Women are very, very, very good with that,
right? But you're gonna feel a mutual interest. Now, you're gonna feel a mutual interest. Okay. Now, the easiest way, and ladies, this is so easy. If you're listening to this, so easy. If you're feeling this man, personally, be smart about it. Leave a jacket. And if he bring it to you, that's gonna start the conversation. And he chose, and you did too. You don't have to. If the wrong person bring the jacket, oh, thank you. Keep it moving. And do it again to that guy that you want, picks up that jacket, or you walk past him, you dropped your wallet. Or you see what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me, you dropped this. Oh, did I?
Well, you took it back right there.
Hey, that's old school.
And this is me. That's what I'm saying. She chose, man. I can't tell you because they know what they're doing. Women are very smart.
All right, but how about this though, bro?
Now he got a point about they know what they're doing.
They do know what they're doing.
I'm gonna give.
But sometimes girls are. Let's be honest. Girls are smarter than us. Let's be honest, in a sense. Girls, no. Let me tell you why I say this, right? I'm gonna tell you why I say this, bro. They are equipped with things that we aren't. We are equipped with things women aren't.
Yeah.
And women are equipped more up here. We learn.
No.
I would say
they more emotionally equipped. They can deal with stuff better.
But this is what we're talking about, is being emotionally intact. Yeah. And then the cleverness comes.
In that game, yes. But survival of the fittest has been about not the strongest, but who can outthink the other person.
You know, it's just actually this show about that. About women and men doing
I know what you're talking
mental
about.
things and physical things. And you know who always end up losing? The men over the mental things. It's an actual show.
Mental. But when it comes to physical, like when they're on the island or doing something, the women always lose. I watched that.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Okay, so back to what you were saying, right? Mm-hmm. We're in a modern day, bro.
We're in
a modern day. Ain't nobody dropping no handkerchief for me.
You got to remember.
Bro, just hold on.
But you saying that is putting limitations on yourself.
Why? But if you're not
coming, gonna choose you, she gonna choose you. Think about it like this.
So you're not gonna talk to her
at the bottom level,
bro. So I'm gonna give you let me say this, D. So I'm gonna give you a prime example. Like it was a situation that was when I first started coming to the gym, and I did something for some girls, and then they started checking. I know they started checking for me, but I couldn't speak their language. But this is why I would say they inappropriate. They'll walk in front of me, I'm in front of me.
You hitting the rep, huh? Bicep curls.
I'm sitting here, and Huff is in my face.
I remember that we were doing you know that machine where you raise up your shoulders?
Yeah, shoulder press.
And the clock, thank God the clock was right there, but it's a clock
But
It's
the
the
mirror's
clock
right there.
The mirror's right there, but
she knows that you're behind her.
She hit them RDLs. Now she could.
I'm sorry, bro.
We on the machine, and like I'm in an uncomfortable position because like I'm looking up, and I need to be looking straight because I'm straining my neck.
Yeah, right. Bro, like I ain't trying to look at you right now,
like,
bro.
Bro, you just got to be careful too because them cameras, man, and it's easy for the situation to be manipulated.
Yeah,
and this is me, D. I'm sitting here right where you are. She keep moving back.
Oh, she trying to sit up on him.
But I can't say nothing to her because I can't speak Spanish.
It's a language barrier. Language barrier.
Hey, compromiso. Hey, but excuse me, all right?
And that's what I just got up and I left because I felt so
Bro, you didn't finish the workout?
No.
Oh.
Bro, I left because I felt uncomfortable.
I feel you. Well, hey, don't feel. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Like let's say,
but see, like that. That girl could really like you. She could really not no more. Hear me though. That girl don't even know how to even approach you.
Well, it's super easy. All you have to do is, hey, can you spot me? You got to use the environment.
But my thing is, bro.
Now, see, this is the thing. It's happened to me all the time.
Yeah. So, but she has to listen, and that's her choosing. Out of all the people, she came to you, and you know women don't do.
What if you're not around? What if you're on the other side of the gym and you looking at her like,
she gonna find a way, just like you will find a way to get next to her if y'all was working out together.
That's a common misconception with men. We think that we go get the girl. The girl has already seen us. She's already put in her mind.
I don't know, man. I just think that old school is still in me, bro. Like, man, if you want it, you go get that.
It is the way, but the way. But they still, even like my mom, she told me, yeah, I knew I wanted to talk to your dad before he even knew. I saw him before he even started talking to me.
But see, that's where I mean about like they already know.
And that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. She put herself in his path.
Yeah, so and I guarantee you the relationship is gonna last longer if she chooses.
Yeah.
So you saying
and statistically
hold on. So you telling me that because a woman sees us first,
they've already seen us.
They already saw us. That the relationship is gonna last longer?
Not because they saw us, but because they chose. Because they're thinking the same thing you're thinking. They're seeing the first dates in their head. They're playing this stuff out just like we are, right? And a woman fall in love with that type of stuff. Right, hope it's romantic. So then she likes you. She's nervous too, right? And she may work out by you and stuff like that, and expecting you to hold the conversation. But let me tell you something that my own testimony. You can walk up to her, completely take her off guard, and she don't know how to hold the conversation because y'all got nothing to talk about. Now I'm thinking she's not interested, and she did all of this for what?
But does the relationship start in the first conversation every time though?
So let's touch
on that.
It does not. It's a multiple conversations, but I'm gonna defend my nephew on this because this is trial and error. Trial and error because he's done this several times to certain
women,
female, and I saw the reaction, and I say, and Daidrien's a debonair guy. He handsome. He did that.
Yeah, take care of business, dog. You know me.
But I'm looking at them. Look at him like he doing something. I'm like, what? I'll say, okay, he ain't do nothing bad to you. He just said hi, and then they get weird, bro.
Man, so, you look good though.
So
let's be honest.
This is the approach now. Like, you know, I guarantee you, it's a lot easier on them. Hey, let me get the weight for you, and do that once or twice, right? Until she feels comfortable enough to form a conversation. Because women, one, some of them aren't confrontational, and two, they just they sensitive people.
Now, see,
you see what I'm saying? Because they're thinking the whole time, I don't want to get rejected. Because imagine how
you see how we doing this now. Mm-hmm. This is why men go crazy because we constantly trying to figure this out.
But my thing is, bro, I am a nice person, bro.
Yes,
I am happy-go-lucky, chill bill, all in the sense of, bro, I'm just here to help everybody be better than themselves, even myself.
Absolutely.
So for me, with the whole jacket thing or the whole, let me spot you, or grabbing a weight for a woman. I do that naturally, bro. I was raised that way.
And that's what
right. And so for me, like in your sense, for me, women are at the gym. Now I'm a trainer. So this does not look good to me in a sense. If I'm grabbing her weight all the time, if I'm trying to just be a nice person, you know what I mean? Because I'm a trainer, so I see this all the time. And so these women or a woman who sees me every day at the gym, she might come off as like, man, this dude here, man,
so
I don't like that.
I've read about that, and when a man is overly nice, and nothing to say against you, right? But you're just doing what you were raised to do, which is something you're supposed to be doing,
right?
But I've read women who feel like a man is not overcompensated, but a man who's overly nice, she's gonna become pessimistic to his intentions. Why is he doing this? What does he want from me? I read it somewhere. Women ask 3 questions: why are you talking to me? What does he want with me? And it's another one. It's the 3 W's. I forgot what it was. And they start to think that. And once they start to think that, you kind of in the danger zone, right? So that's why I wait. And I've learned this the hard way. But being nice can also get you caught up because women talk.
Yeah, I would say they do talk. Yes, and you know what saves me, bro? I don't just do it for women in the gym.
Yeah, I do it.
That's what saves. That's what saved me. Yeah. That's what truly saved me. Honestly, it's the elderly people you help too.
Yeah, you help. They can see.
Like you say, you guys, y'all know what I mean by that.
Yeah, they see you.
But
too.
as a trainer, bro, your eyes become even bigger, wider, wiser. Because
I think what saves you is being the trainer. Because if I did that and I didn't work there, what I'm saying? That I'm in the danger zone.
I'm in a danger zone too, though. I'm in a danger zone no matter what. I'm probably more in a danger zone than y'all. Because you know what people say about trainers, bro?
Yeah, y'all screwing all of them.
We screwing all the women. We all the women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So me being overly nice is just my character, bro. So if for me, you gonna know I'm a trainer just because I've experienced it. Oh, bro, you're a trainer. Look at your legs. I'm like, well, dang, thanks. I appreciate it. But and that's men and women. Like, bro, you're a trainer. Do you bodybuild? And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate it, bro. But I did play sports, man. And it's like, okay, now how do I get a girl? You know what I'm saying? I'm always nice. I'm always communicating with everybody in the gym community. I'm a cool guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for me you see what I'm saying? So for me, I can't not shoot my shot.
Yeah, you got to go through.
I got to go through.
You got to go through
all of it.
Social hoops.
Yeah, because
patience is really going to help you.
And that's what helps me. Yeah. Patience. And if I don't speak, they going to just think I'm the typical trainer that does what he does, trains people, makes his money, and he's also a womanizer. Because my body looks good, or I got a nice smile, or I talk to everybody in the gym,
or you're good at it,
or I'm good at it.
Good at holding conversations.
I'm good at holding conversations.
Yeah, that
and that automatically puts me in a sense of he's an F boy.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
So,
Adrian?
which is why I learned. I'm quiet now, and I got through my journey. I say less. And remain a mystery.
But I say, bro, I like older women.
Yeah, the older women like him too.
and honestly, bro, you gotta speak if you want that.
No, first of all, let me give you ladies a warning. Stop touching people.
Oh, hi. You how you doing? The rub on the back, bro? Hey,
the shoulder,
come on now. And they be genuine about it. They just be touchy.
I remember this lady. I was talking
on his stomach, rub just touch. I like, hey,
I was talking to this lady, and she straight up grabbed my rubbed my stomach, and that was the second time I had a conversation with her. Didn't even know her.
But she was trying to feel them abs, bro. She was trying to see where you was at.
Imagine if the roles were reversed. And
you're in trouble.
I walked up and said, "Oh my God, you have good abs," and grabbed you.
But at the end of the day, bro,
Yeah.
Man, it sucks for us because we.
There you go. So now
You know what I mean?
Now we bring it full circle to
You know,
the mentality of how
and
we
that's what I'm
feel.
saying. Like, because I want y'all to see, like, from my point of view, like, as a trainer, bro, doing this for a couple of years, it's like, bro, if I really want a girl and she's in the gym too, I gotta really put in that work. Like, and y'all say, yeah, nah, but you know, one of the best places to meet a girl is in the gym.
No, it's a library. Actually, you going.
I said one of, not the best place. I said one of. I said one of though.
The gym just like the booty club to me now.
Hey,
It's all in perspective.
all in perspective.
All in perspective,
Bruh, listen.
If you know that girl put in that work every day, she don't talk to nobody, headphones in, she be doing her thing, bro.
Bro. Now it's a minute amount of them in that.
And that's the one I look for. That's the one I'm gonna find. Whoa. That is, she over there, she always do the same routine every week. Oh yeah. That's the one I'm going after.
Absolutely, man.
Not the one that's looking around like, bend over like you say, no, baby girl, I'm going to the other side of the gym. I can use free weights.
That's what I started doing.
I can use free weights. Free weights tire you out more than the machines, bro. So I'm gonna find another way.
Absolutely. Well, that about wraps up the time we have for today, man. Do you have any questions for us?
Man, I would say, regardless of the fact of women, men, and things like that,
take care of your mental health.
Take care of your mental health. It's important, man. I would say, man, I go through my own struggles, man, and this is what I do. These guys know exactly what I'm about to say, honestly. After every class, man, no matter whether it's high intensity interval training, cycling, football practice, any of those things, man, it works for me. It works for these guys. I hope it does. It works for all the people that I am around. I would strongly suggest this. When you wake up in the morning, man, the first thing you do, don't grab your phone, right? Don't grab your phone. Don't turn on the TV. Don't do nothing. You just sit up in your bed, man. And what you do is you close your eyes. Try not to fall asleep because you just woke up. But you close your eyes and you think of 3 to 5 positive things, right? Give yourself like 5 minutes because you're not working out or anything. But you're going to say these 3 to 5 positive things. And I tell everybody, those negative thoughts are going to come no matter what. So if it's business, being an entrepreneur, relationships, workspace, school, man, take that time, speak positive into those things, and make sure you're breathing in through your nose the positive and out your mouth the negatives. And actually study yourself and how you feel every time you do it. And the day you forget to do it, study that too, because we're gonna forget sometimes. And it means the most to me because sometimes I have really challenging days. Even if you do it before you go to bed, watch how much more peaceful you sleep. That's all I have, man. Appreciate y'all bringing me on here today.
I got one note. So for everybody, I'm a psychology major. I really believe in mental health. Y'all, men, go to psychiatrists. Go. You can go to betterhelp.com. You can do all of that. I did it. Get yourself some kind of mental stability. Don't let yourself have an idle mind. It's the devil's playpen. You will do a lot of bad things to yourself. We do talk in general facts on the show, but when it comes to men's mental health, I know a lot of people that have crashed out just because they didn't have somebody to talk to. So if you can afford the psychology, do it. If you can't, find your friend. If you can't find your friend, find somebody else. Keep calling somebody until you get somebody to answer the phone.
Sometimes the best therapy is with your closest people.
Yeah.
And we don't realize that.
Absolutely.
I think Paul George, DeMar DeRozan, I watched their podcast and they said that about having therapists. He was like, sometimes you don't need somebody that don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that person that knows everything about you.
That's a fact.
Sometimes you need that person to actually sit there and be real with you about everything. Sometimes you feel better afterwards.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you made it to the end of this video, I greatly appreciate you. And I want you guys to always challenge your negative thoughts, because the problem isn't really always the problem. Most of the time it's in your head, and 1% of that problem is actually what happened. So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Have a good one, man.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Day to Day with Daidrien Podcast. We hope it left you inspired, informed, and ready to take on a new challenge. If you enjoyed what you heard today, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Your feedback is what keeps us going. So thank you for being a part of our podcast community, and goodbye for now.